Fun. All right, so here is our kickoff to Project One mentorship with Team Fit to Love. I am so thrilled that you are here right now. I am so thrilled that we can serve you and get your coaching started on the right foot. So the idea of the Project One mentorship is to make it so you can realize that when you become a coach, if you're literally just doing the next right thing, always just doing the next right thing, you will get exactly where you need to go. And so we're going to kind of go over this vision of what this mentorship is all about. Fill your cup. We only have 20 minutes at this point. It's going to be fast. The design of this program is not for necessarily questions and stuff like that, although if I have time at the end, I'll answer them. The design is to give you some information, a basis, so you can take action this week that will move your business forward and that you can work with your upline coach to really get what you need. So the goal of this group is that by the end of the month, we're working on all these number ones. So we want you to be making your health your number one priority. That's first and foremost. The rest of this honestly does not work out in this business if you don't keep yourself at the forefront. And we're going to spend most of our time today talking about that concept. We're going to teach you about the idea or have you start to lean in to 1 hour a day of investing in your business. You'll hear it referenced in this business a lot of times as your power hour, but 1 hour towards building your business. We want to teach you everything you need to get one person started on this journey. And after you get one person started, we want to teach you how you can get one rank advancement up to Emerald in this business, which you'll learn what that means. And then we want to teach you how to get one prize from Team Beachbody for getting people started and helping people, because that is our mission, to help people. We want to teach you how to earn $100 because, hey, I don't care what you got in your bank account. It's fun to make a little money. So we're going to teach you about that. And then we're going to make sure that you crush month one of coaching. Now, this all just kind of coincides with the fact that our latest program we released is also called Job One, which I think is kind of cool. But the idea is that if you just take these ones and you add up and stack up these one goals, you will find you can find success with this. So I want you to take a look at this picture. I feel like we share this picture all over the place because it just brings so much joy to all of us who were here. This was at our summit trip last July. But the thing is, what do these women have in common? And I'm going to tell you what it is. You might think all kinds of things about them. But the one thing that I want you to know is all these women are CE-freaking-Os. That's what they are. They're CEOs. And if you're on this call, you're a CEO too. Whether you have stepped into that greatness or not, that is what you have, what you are creating for yourself, is that you are a CEO. And so a lot of this is building a CEO mindset where you are really stepping into that power and that greatness. And we're going to talk about that because most people look at this picture and what they see is they see women who worked out together or that's a team with camaraderie. And while that is all there, these are women who are choosing to step out and show up and create something amazing. So I want to tell you where you're at in your journey right now. There's probably a ton of things that you don't know that I'm going to teach you today and that you're going to learn over this month. And quite frankly, you might be a little like, I like this is a lot or whatever you might think there. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my screen so I can see people correctly. There we go. But I want to encourage you, don't be afraid of being a beginner. Every woman you just saw in that picture, we all didn't know what we were doing. There's not a single coach on this team who came on knowing how to do this. And in fact, I will tell you, I don't know that we really have coaches that even have experience with anything about getting people involved and invited to something that involves something with a sale. Like that was something that nearly every one of us had to learn and had to embrace the fact that we didn't know what we were doing. And so sometimes you're going to look at someone on this team, maybe you're upline and you're like, oh my gosh, they know all the answers. No, we've failed forward towards every answer that we've got. Everything we've learned how to do, we're going to teach you how, and you're going to get the opportunity to fail forward too, because that's how we get to grow. So I want to kind of remind you about this. It's okay if you don't know everything. We still don't know everything. In fact, you'll see that the deeper you get into coaching, we rely on each other a lot for help when we don't know things. But I want to make you realize you signed up to be a part of this business. And most, Kelly, no, you don't. Most, like I'm a teacher. I know a lot of us went through some sort of degree to become what we are in our careers, right? For me, I went through 4 years of education, and I also went through 2 years of master's. I've done 6 years of education to get where I am, and I'm on like year 22 of teaching. So I know what I'm doing at work, kind of. Teaching's a little, every day's a curveball. You never know what's coming. But I went through all of that to get to where I am now. If you think about any jobs you've had, you did not step into them and like know what you were doing. We have a gift here, and it's a gift to learn and grow. Those were Lori's words last year, learn and grow. It is our gift to learn and grow. And so please don't expect yourself to know everything, because that is just not realistic, and it's setting yourself up for struggle. All right, so our week 1 topic of Project 1 is not everything's about you, but this week is definitely about you. We are focusing only on you this week. We are focusing completely on you. There is a lot to learn about coaching, but what we want to focus on this week is you showing up for you. Because if you remember that slide a few slides ago, I said that the only way the rest of this works is when you make yourself a priority, which I will tell you, I don't know many jobs where that ever happens. And so that is one of our greatest gifts about this coaching experience, and what all the coaches I know love about it. So we're going to first start with this idea. There is a reason why you started coaching. You have a why inside of you. And you're going to see at the end of our presentation today that you're going to have some homework type stuff, but it really counts for that 1 hour a day that you're going to do. And we want you to really start exploring, why is this that I came to this opportunity? And start unpacking what that is. I mean, I started, if you've heard my story, I started to get a discount. And then my neighbor wanted some Shakeology, and I just wanted some money to cut my cost. But that wasn't really my why for very long. Because what I started finding out is that as I was on my health journey and I was losing weight, I was getting more confident, and I was feeling comfortable in my own skin again. And I wanted to give others that gift, right? That's where I started. My why now is that I want to create a financial freedom for myself and a future for myself that I before wasn't able to. This why changes over time. It's not set in stone. It's not something where you have to be like, oh my gosh, I've got to have the perfect why. You guys heard me. I started off wanting to pay for my products. It quickly moved past that. But when you find a why that
Good afternoon. My name is
motivates you.
Shalene. I'll be your advice nurse today. May I have
Hold
your
on
full name,
one.
please?
All right. When you find a why that's big enough, you'll figure out the how to make it happen. And for me, that happened really fast, where I started realizing this is filling a cup that I did not know, and I am serving people. And you're going to find your why too. And it does not have to be the same as anyone else's on here. They can be unique to your situation. So one of your homework assignments, you'll find out, is for you to make a statement of why you started coaching. And you may want to start with making a web of what some of your struggles were and what this coaching or even just this health journey, you might not be at the point where you're thinking about coaching, but what this health journey has done for you. And so you're going to kind of look at this and you're going to be able to write a statement. This is why I started coaching. You know, the number of people I've talked to who didn't, like, they lost themselves and their health journey brought them back to finding themselves. Like that's a very powerful why. The number of people I talked to who they knew that they weren't the parent they wanted to be. They weren't able to show up physically because they were tired and exhausted. And this health journey transformed it. That's a big why for starting coaching. So you want to kind of dig into that. Now, there's a second page in your homework where you can get into deeper about your why, making a list of some of the things that you don't really like in your life right now, and then making it into a positive and reframing it. Because a big part of your why is taking and learning how to transform your thoughts and rethink about them in ways that can move you forward. So this is part of your homework to start getting this mindset stuff right, because focusing on you and why you're doing this is going to be really helpful as we move forward into week 2. Another one of your homeworks is going to be for you to figure out how you'll spend $100 when you earn it. Now, I want to be clear. It's not about the money. It's not about $100. It's about the idea that you are creating an opportunity for yourself to start dreaming about your life. And there's a very successful coach, her name's Julie, and she talks about how when she first became a coach, she decided she was going to use her first $100 or whatever it was to buy a pair of Nike shoes. She now is saving up enough money, and she's almost there. She is there to pay for a home in cash in Florida. It didn't start. It's not about the shoes. The shoes were just her first opportunity to take something she had worked hard for and to say, I did this. My hard work gave me this. And so it's not about money, but it is about creating a life that you can be proud of. And so that's one of your tasks we want you to do. How will you spend that when you earn it? The next thing this week that you're going to really dig deep on is this idea of your mindset. And I couldn't get a prettier picture. I'm so sorry. I know it's kind of blurry and fuzzy, but this quote is like freaking money. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character because it becomes your destiny. Guys, the things we say to ourselves and the things that we believe about ourselves and what we say about ourselves to others creates the reality that we live in. We get to, with this passion of becoming being a coach, we get to constantly work on our mindset and we get to create who we want to be. And so what you think is what you become. When I showed that screen of the CEOs who were jumping up in their workout clothes, you know, did you think of them as CEOs? Did you picture yourself there? Maybe, maybe not. These are areas you get to grow in as a coach. The last thing before I move on, and I didn't make a slide for this one because I feel like this one's kind of like, you're going to be like, of course, because I'm a coach. But I want to remind you, the most important thing about this you stuff, your mindset and working on your why, working on your dreams, but it's just your health journey. Like, you came into Beachbody with a health journey, like we all did. Very few people start with Beachbody to make it a business. Most of us come in with a health journey, and staying close to that health journey is your number one priority. You showing up for you being consistent in your workouts, you being consistent in drinking your shakes, you being consistent and filling your mind with positivity. Those are the things that create a stable foundation for this business. Because when you have those in place, then it is so easy for you to say, come join me. I'll teach you the way. You can't say that as easily when your ground is rocky. And so this week, we really want you to dig in on you. And so I want to show you, there's this thing we have called the business activity tracker, and part of your homework will be to print 4 of these. There are 4 vital behaviors we focus on in Beachbody. It's being proof of the products, connect, invite, and follow up, getting people results, and doing personal development. Now, I don't want to focus on all this at once in project 1. I want to be very clear with you. You're allowed to work ahead. I'm going to give you a 4-week plan. You can work ahead. You don't have to go at our pace. This is your business. You're the CEO. But for this week, if you're sticking with the Project 1 mentorship strictly, you're going to focus on you. This week is about you. When you print off this tracker, making sure that you can check off that you did your workout or your planned rest day every day, and that you drank your Shakeology every day. So those are the top things. At the very bottom, it says that you get 15 minutes of personal development. And I will say there's coaches on the team who do 10, there's coaches who do 20. I think the more important part is that every day you are getting some personal development in. So I want to share with you the homework that will get you prepped this week for next week. And I'm going to give this in a Google Doc in a minute in the chat, and then I'll post it in our team page as well. But this is a calendar for the week that will kind of set you straight on what you need to achieve. So you already did the first one. You attended the Zoom. Way to go. And you attended the team meeting. Hopefully after this, you're going to stay for the team. Well, not stay. We'll switch links. I want you to print off 4 of those business activity trackers you just saw. That will take you through the 4 weeks of Project 1. Those never leave. We just went to a new leader conference. A lot of coaches on here, guess what we were still talking about? Our business activity trackers. So that will be the foundation of where you go with this business. And then we have some videos we'd like you to watch. A lot of the videos you'll see are either myself or Kelly presenting, another coach on the team. But we want you to learn what are the different types of coaches that exist, talk about your why, complete those pages I showed you about your why, text your upline about what you decided about that $100. What would make you happy? What would bring you joy? Like, have fun with this, because we get to do this. And then you're going to watch a video that goes over these 4 vital behaviors that I talked about that are on the tracker. You're going to pick your first personal development book. You're going to watch a video on mindset, and you're going to do a getting started right checklist that is in the resources. So I'm going to stop my share and restart in a minute and show you a couple of things, and then we got to go because it is time for the team call, believe it or not. Do you believe it, Kelly? It is almost that time. All right, so here's the link to the document I'm going to share right now. You can open it if you want, or just watch my screen as I share it, because I'm also going to post in the team page. So during the Project One mentorship, this is a live document. These are all links that will take you to what you need to do. So you don't need to look very far. A lot of the links keep taking you back to our Fit to Love coach training. That's where you'll find the videos and stuff. You just are going to check off on your tracker what day you complete it on. You do not have to watch these videos more than once. I know it looks like you're supposed to watch each one 7 days. Sorry. It's just watch them each once. And we want you to keep track of your activities this week. If you are going through these resources and realize that you have some questions or something doesn't make sense, there's going to be 2 resources that you have. Number 1 is that you have your upline coach who you can reach out to at any time. And number 2, I'm going to start a messenger thread for everyone doing Project One together, so that people can throw in their questions and throw in when they finish things, so we can celebrate, like, yay, you printed your BATs, yay, you watched the mindset video, and we can celebrate you. So that is the end of our first Project One mentorship call. I hope that you guys are excited for this. I know I'm thrilled. I will make sure everyone who was on this call gets into the messenger pod, and I will put the link to that document, which I already put in the chat, but I will also put it in our Fit to Love. The last thing I'm going to tell you is I'm moving all the things about Project One into a guide into our team page. So there will be one place where you can find the live video or the recorded videos and the document I just shared, and you'll have everything. So I'm so happy for all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. It's going to be so much fun. Bye, guys.